Hello and welcome back to the 5 Minute Quickie. Something to muse about, and this is, I think, really important, but it's so quick because we all, I guess anyway, we all want to achieve our dreams. We have goals that we'd like to succeed in, and we'd like to have a life that is something worthwhile, isn't it? And that is made up of lots of mini goals, I guess, things that we'd like to have happen. And there was a guy called Neville Goddard who spoke and wrote about a thing called the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And if you lived your life with that feeling, the feeling of the wish fulfilled, which in effect is if you can imagine having already got that goal, the thing that you wanted for, the thing you desire, your dream, what would that feel like? And then, if you began to work towards that goal with that feeling, the feeling of the wish fulfilled, so as if you've already got it, it would just make it so much easier. And you'd attract it. Your unconscious mind would look for all those different things. The reticular activating system and your biological just tends to notice and focus on all the things you want. And it's brilliant. The feeling of the wish fulfilled. I'm going to do a longer podcast on this, but just to muse, what I've been thinking about is how could we make that a little bit richer? Richer than the feeling of the wish fulfilled? Absolutely. Because that feeling is wonderful. If you imagine having already got the things that you want, being specific, by the way, individually, wouldn't that be good? But hey, when you have that feeling, and you can imagine having got your goal, you already know then what would it be like physically? How would you feel physically in your body? The physiology of the wish fulfilled. So not only then would you have the emotion, you'd also have the physiology. But what else? Well, if you think about it, not only the physiology, you'd have the psychology. So you've got the emotion, the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You'd also know the type of things you'd be thinking about, the pictures in your mind, having already got that goal. Now, if you put those three together, the feeling of the wish fulfilled, so you really ramp up that emotion, then you start to think of the way you'd think, having already got that, because now you know you could do it. You've got that confidence, that inner confidence. And then you've got the physiology, the way you'll breathe, the way you'll walk and talk and everything about that. You've got a richness of the feeling of the wish fulfilled because now you've got it in every modality. So when you think of that goal, you just imagine having already got it. What would it feel like? What would I think? What would I see in the pictures in my mind? How would I talk to myself? And how would I act? And that would be the true, for me, acting as if. Act as if you've already got that dream. And I guarantee you, the old Cluffy guarantee from Personal Development Unplugged, that's when dreams become bigger, better, and you get them quicker. You achieve your goals so much quicker. And they are, I like to use the words richer so much. I don't know why, but it is richer in every way. Richer in experience. If there's monetary, it's everything just gets better. So have a think. Just have a think. If I was to think of a specific goal, a dream that I have, something I want to do, and it could be today or any time, just imagine, having already got it, what would it feel like? The feeling of the wish fulfilled. How would I think and talk to myself, my inner voice, the pictures I make in my mind, having already got it? And then how would I move? My physiology, how would I breathe? How would I walk? How would I talk? And then just go with that three wonderful ways of being. I don't know if I made sense in any of that. It's just something I just had to come and talk about. Because it just came into my mind and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to record this really, really quite quickly. So I hope it made sense. I'm going to use this as a basis for a longer podcast so we can really get deep into it and then have a process, I think, to get the whole thing together. Which would be good, I think, for everyone. And me included. So I'll be able to do it too. Anyway, if there's anything that you want, as you know, if there's a particular dream and goal you want and you're having problems, just email me, feedback@personaldevelopmentunplugged.com. Get it right, Cluffy. And we'll find something for your process or direct you into somewhere of how to get what you need. Okay? Enjoy, because it's time to fly. Oh, by the way, you can share this if you want. Why not share how to get goals, how to get success? Be nice, wouldn't it, to your fellow mates. Time to fly. Bye-bye.
This is Personal Development Unplugged with Paul Clough.
In simplicity, there is genius.
In simplicity, there is genius.